Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have beginning of the General Baccalaureate examinations in the national territory. For the international scene, after the agreement, the migrants' anxiety. Welcome to our newsroom. The first baccalaureate exam 2019 in general education is Arabic and technical education began today, Sunday, June 9, 2019, and must continue throughout the week. This year, more than 10,000 candidates, including 8,500 in general education and 1,300 for the professional baccalaureate, as well as 200 candidates for the Arab baccalaureate composed exams in more than 8 exam centers. The fourth high school of the capital state high school of Djibouti, Gabot, Hodan, and Balbala, and 3 centers housed within the University of Djibouti, as well as the industrial and commercial high school, and home to the general and professional baccalaureate exams. Arabic baccalaureate candidates composed the tests in the scientific and literary series at the Teachers Training Center of Basic Education. The MENFOP has put in place a special device to ensure the smooth running of exam. It must be said the teachers and administrative staff have been mobilized to ensure optimum monitoring and functioning of the examination centers. As usual, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohammed Mahamoud, conduct an inspection tour to ensure the smooth runnings of the event. The delegation is led by the Minister, went successively to the State High School of Djibouti, then to the Teachers Training Center for Basic Education, then to the High School of Gabot. The Minister was accompanied by a strong delegation composed of the highest officials of his department, as well as his close collaborator. The opportunity for the ministerial delegation to appreciate the consequent and adequate system is put in place to allow candidates to pass the tests in the best material and human conditions. At the end of his tour, the minister said he was satisfied with the smooth runnings of the event. After discussions with the heads of center and the presidents of the jury, said the ministers paid tribute to the mobilizations of the committed staff. He encouraged teacher and administrative staff to do their best to ensure full fairness and transparency of these exams. On behalf of the Minister, it is the Secretary General of the MINFOP, Mohammed Abdallah Mahyoub, who has stepped up to ensure the confidentiality of the subjects of the baccalaureate. He wanted to denounce and deny the rumors of topics that circulated here and there is social networks and that seek to discredit the quality and value of the Djibouti baccalaureate that opens the way to higher education to its holders everywhere in the universities of the world. It should be noted that this event will continue throughout the week before deliberations and the proclamations of the result are expected from next July. Our country does not welcome any ships from Iran, said Djibouti Ports Commander. The commanders of the ports of Djibouti, Mohammed Musa Abad, chief authority of the reception and assistance services to the ships, Dawkins in Djibouti denies on Sundays the information that is being reported in international media and press these days from the presence of Iran's warship to the ports of Djibouti. This information is false and should therefore be seen as a lie, he said, in substances beyond the misleading natures of these informations. The commanders of the ports of Djibouti draw the attention of the public opinion to their advanced degree of bad faith. It is all the more dishonest to lend to Djibouti acquaintances with Iran that our country is known worldwide for having ended for more than 3 years any forms of relationship with Tehran, he said. Our ports are governed by Djiboutian legislation, including circular adopted 3 years earlier, which formally outlaws any cooperation with Iran, he said. The denial of the commanders of the ports of Djibouti has not only the values of officials act devolved to the restoration of the truth of fact and of information engaging our country, it also helps reaffirm the positions of Djibouti and efficient partners of the global democratic coalition against the regime known for their proven prosperity for instability. The Minister of Defense, Mr. Hassan Omar Mohammed, has received today from 9 June 2019 the courtesy visit of the Ambassador of France to Djibouti, Mr. Christophe Guillou. The minister and the diplomat discussed the state of bilateral relations between France and Djibouti. They discussed ways and means to further strengthen the ties of friendship and cooperation between the two countries. In addition, the conditions for strengthening the technical and tactical capacity of Djiboutian armed forces were discussed. Finally, Mr. Christophe Guillou welcomed the excellent reception that the Minister of Defense has reserved for him. He stressed that his country is willing to support the effort of the Republic of Djibouti in many areas, including the military one. He also highlighted his full availability to contribute to raising the level of exchanges and experience and expertise between the two countries in various strategic sectors. Also, the Minister of Defense responsible for relations with the Parliament, Mr. Hassan Omar Mohammed, has received the 9 June the courtesy visit of the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Republic of Djibouti, Zui Cheng, accompanied by the military attaché. The visit, which falls within the framework of the contact of the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China with the new minister, is also part of the strengthening of the partnership between the two countries. During this meeting, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, Zui Cheng, reviewed with the Minister of Defense several bilateral and regional issues of common interest, including the bilateral relations between the Republic of Djibouti and the People's Republic of China. The Minister and the Ambassador welcomed the strong and historic ties of the friendship and cooperation between the two countries, reiterate their commitment to work toward further consolidations and expansions. The Secretary General of the Premature Naguib Abdallah Kamil received this morning in his office the Ambassador of Japan in Djibouti. The discussion is focused on ways and means to deepen relations between the Republic of Djibouti and Japan. The Secretary General of the Prime Minister, Mr. Naguib Abdallah Kamil, thanked Japan for the unwavering support it brings to the Republic of Djibouti. Like the other regions and localities, the Joint Command of Dumera, under the command of the head of the OBOK, Colonel Adan Douale Warsama, the responsible for the Dumera devices to celebrate the commemorations marking the 42nd anniversaries of the creation of the Djiboutian Armed Forces. Finally, Colonel led a verse in memory of our martyr soldiers who fell on the fire of battles, followed by readings of Fatiha in the memory of the dead.
كانوا إخوانا معنا فقضوا فرحلوا إلى عندك فاغفرهم يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفرهم دانا خيرا من دالهم وأهلا خيرا من أهلهم يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ارحمنا إذا سرنا إلى ما صاروا إليه. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
For his part, Colonel Aden Douale Warsama, responsible of the barracks of Dumera, delivered the speech of General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces. Ladra parade and military parade were observed.
Civil des armées.
The military parade were observed celebrate the commemorations marking the 42nd anniversaries of the creation of the Djiboutian Armed Forces. It is with great sadness that we learn the death of Bobakar Ali Gedi happened yesterday following a long illness. The deceased and born in 1968. He was a customs officer. He leaves behind him a widow and two grandchildren. the Almighty welcome him to his eternal paradise. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. For the international scene, after the Mexico agreement, the concerns of migrants on the southern borders of Mexico, thousands of men and women from Central America were worried due to the agreement between the United States and Mexico. They fear being arrested if they try to cross the country. Mexican authorities have pledged in Washington to take strong measures to stem the flows of migrants. As a result, police and military checkpoints were strengthened in the southern Chiapas region, the main entry point for Central American migration. Yesenia Garcia is from Salvador. She's stock is one of the Tapachula states. It is very dangerous now. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.